Hello, Divine Divas. Let's talk about staying unbothered while the world spirals, navigating chaos like an energetic ninja. This is my specialty. You are going to love this episode and you're going to want to come back and listen to it over and over again. So, one of the things to recognize is that there is a ton of chaos out there, but guess what? Congratulations. This is why you came into the earth. This is why you incarnated right now. You, the divine diva, the light worker, the person who's here anchoring in all kinds of amazing light into this frequency of the earth so that the earth ascends. You, as source, came here because you wanted to create some juicy, amazing stuff while holding duality, walking with it. And I have so many clients right now that are really experiencing duality. And so, what that looks like is, they might have $100,000 month in their business and they're celebrating that, but then they get the crazy Reddit thread or something negative happens. A client or somebody that they thought would be a client for life just says something about them that's really breaking their heart. And what I'm showing them is what to work on, what to do, how to be an energetic ninja and still walk in the celebration of all the good that's happening with them while allowing themselves to feel the things that they feel that may be of a lower frequency so that they can allow themselves to receive whatever lesson, whatever thing is there, and then close that cycle. So it's a non negotiable when you are a leader to be able to observe and not make everything like be in everything, like be in the feelings, be in everything, and letting everything like pull your chain and yank you from one place to another. This is not what being an energetic leader at this time is. Unbothered is the frequency where you can stand in the middle of the storm and experience what you get to experience to grow and expand and not make everything about that. So, like, for example, we're seeing oligarchy, we're seeing subjugation play out on global stages. You're watching people lie and cheat and try to steal elections. You're watching folks celebrate misinformation and disinformation like it's a sport. You're watching it and you're like, what is happening now, right? You're watching wildfires and arsonists run around starting wildfires. You're watching shootings, bombs with Tesla trucks in front of the Orange Mango dictators' buildings. Like, you're seeing all of this, right? And it's a lot, it's like a movie that forgot to end. And you're asking yourself, okay, what's my place here? What do I even do right now? Because it's crazy. And so what I want you to know is that you are here to manage your energetic frequency like a ninja. Around the world, I am known as the vibration lifter and energy shifter because I was born for this. This is why I was placed on this earth, because I have learned how to stay steady and unbothered in the middle of storms. And today I am going to give you a little sneak peek at one of my tools that I use to help stay grounded, stay calm, and stay in my power as the world spirals. It is called AlignedSoul Alchemy, and it is where you get to shift mind, body, and soul. It's shifting your mind and your body to align with what your soul knows. It is why it's one of the most powerful tools that I have, and it's why I am known for rapid permanent transformation. So let me hit you with this. You don't control the storm, but you can control how you stand in it. You can control how you respond to it. And so if there's a tornado that's spinning around you and there are people screaming things and you're trying to fight the wind and you're trying to do all of this, you get to be the I, calm, steady, grounded, in observation, curiosity, because you know that no storm, no trigger, nothing is personal. All of it is for your expansion, for your growth, for your evolution. It is all energy, and you get to decide how you respond to it because you are an energetic ninja. So let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're in a beautiful glass house on a hill, and outside a massive storm is raging. There's lightning flashes, wind howling, the trees are bending. You can see the chaos, but guess what? You're inside and you're safe. The glass house that you have, let's say it's 500-mile proof. It can be hit with the biggest of things and the glass won't shatter. And so you're sitting in this house, which is your energy field in this analogy. And the first thing you do is awareness. The first step of the Aligned Soul Alchemy is awareness. And it is in this moment that you walk up to the window, you look out, you see the storm, but don't run, don't unlock your doors, right? Don't do anything. Oh my God, there's a storm. No, there's no judgment, there's no fear. It's just awareness. You get to be aware of what you're feeling. Be aware of what is in your body. Be aware that, this is something that I get to be aware of, and I get to check this out. I get to, this is interesting. And it's the same thing you would do. Let's talk about my client. She's just killing it. She's got, millions on millions of dollars that are projected to come through her business. She's having the time of her life. Yet she just found out that there is some negativity being spread about her. And so it's not about being aware of the negativity being spread. It's being aware of her response to it and being aware that this is energetically like hurting her. This feels uncomfortable for her. And so what does she do? Next step is acknowledgement. I call this like the mean girl stage, but it's really not being mean to yourself. It's just allowing yourself to acknowledge everything that's coming up. Acknowledge, like, what are my thoughts here? What do I think that this means about me? If these people are saying these negative things about me, it's a client that I've helped change her life, and now she's got all these negative things to say about me, and she's writing all these comments and everything that feel like digs, like, oh my goodness, like, what does this mean about me? And so she's aware of it, and now she's acknowledging it. She's acknowledging her thoughts associated with it. She's acknowledging how it makes her feel. She's acknowledging the storm, acknowledging all of it, not gaslighting herself. She's not saying, oh yeah, that's all cool. No, it feels unsettling. It feels crazy. It feels like, what the F just happened? Like, what the freaking frick? And so she's becoming aware of it. She's now acknowledging it. And this is where you like get detailed and like dive in and be like, oh my God, like what's going on? And then the next piece is the allowance and acceptance piece, letting the storm be. It's here. I'm not trying to control it. And so in my client's experience, it's like, okay, now let me be aware of how it's feeling in my body. Like, so I'm upset about this. I'm really sad. I'm feeling attacked. Maybe this makes me feel like I'm less than. It makes me feel like I didn't do a good job. It makes me feel, why are everybody always picking on me? It makes me remind myself of my 3-year-old self who felt alone and felt attacked and felt all those things happen in her life. Like, whatever. She acknowledged all of that, but now you bring up all the feelings, right? And now she can go into her body and say, where am I holding all of this? Where is this energy living in my body? What tension is up? What feelings are up? What am I? Am I angry? Am I sad? Do I want to cry? Am I frustrated? Do I want to beat up on a pillow? Am I angry? Do I want to scream in a pillow? What is up here? And now let me like work through that and somatically work through and allow everything that's stuck in my tissues and my cells come up and re-released. by not making, like allowing it and accepting it, it is what it is. Now what? And so the next step is appreciation, finding the appreciation of yourself, of being aware of it. And wow, I've finally acknowledged it. And now I've allowed myself to move through it. I've moved this feeling up and out of my body. And I love myself for showing me that I'm no longer aligned with this. And this is why it feels so uncomfortable. And it is what it is. And it got me to where I am. And now I'm complete with this cycle. We're done. Thank you so much. I love myself. I'm going to give myself a soft hug. I'm going to feel into this love and appreciation for myself for bringing this up, for like acknowledging it, for like, yes, we've moved past it. We are closing this cycle. We're done. And then the final step is the align step, the alignment step, which is where you get to now I'm choosing to believe this about this. I'm choosing to believe that I am powerful and that anything that happened with my client, it was because of her own discomfort, because of how I'm leading powerfully, and that I am going to allow her to move through that. I'm not going to make it mean anything about me. Yes, I can take criticisms and I can adjust to programs and make them more powerful, and that's fine. But anything that's I'm making it about me, I get to shift that. I get to decide how it goes. I get to set forth new decisions and new ways of being and new beliefs. And I get to take action in alignment with those new beliefs. So I get to fully and quickly create new neural pathways that are like, oh, this is a new way of doing things. This is a new way of being. This is a new way of us acting and moving. And now I go into deep detail for the Aligned Soul Alchemy Method and some of my own. I call it the Rapid Alignment Method, and it's normally $333 at the time of this recording. And what I am going to do is drop the link here so that you can grab it for $99 and you'll have the more detailed discussion of what the Aligned Soul Alchemy process is and how to use it in your own life. But you'll also get some more of my top secret, most amazing shifting processes that my clients like live by. They love them. They're so good. So good. And I may even add one more to it. Now that I'm talking about it, yeah, I may add one more to it because it's so helpful, and you're gonna love it. Okay. By the way, someone else who listened to this and shifted, she used my gap eraser method, and she went from like 1 or 2 pairs of her pants selling to 11 pairs a day because of the gap eraser method. And I'm not even talking about the gap eraser method here, but the Aligned Soul Alchemy Method is a part of the gap eraser, so it's next level. I'm telling you. Another lady, she used my method and she went from, she could not get over a $10,000 month. She had a $33,000 month the first time she implemented the gap eraser method. So I'm just saying, if you want the rapid alignment method, I will put it in the show notes so that you can get access to it for only $99. It's the best thing you've ever experienced. Okay. So, as I've said before, there's chaos in the world, but your frequency determines how you experience it. So you could witness like the same event and someone else witness that same event, but you guys be at different frequencies and you don't experience it the same way. And the way you do this and the way you shift is by using the Aligned Soul Alchemy Method and allowing yourself to really tap into being like, what am I going to decide gets to happen in the midst of all this crazy? And one of my other things that you're going to see in the show notes is unbothered. Unbothered is where I show you how to really connect with that unbothered energy. And it is nearly 6 hours worth of teaching, and it's broken out in very small increments so that you can listen to it. You can binge it or you can listen to it pieces at a time, but it is so powerful because it really helps you to anchor in the unbothered energy, and that unbothered energy is what is necessary in order to help you lead as the stabilizer, the leader, and the energetic ninja that you are here to be. The world doesn't need you here to spiral. You are here to stay steady. You are here to be unbothered. You are here to anchor in the light. You are here to help the ascension. And when you can observe, feel, allow, appreciate, align, when you can do that, it is the way you can walk through duality without letting it take over. So, on that note, hugs, kisses, all of the feels. Stay bougie, be healed, and keep it divine, my divine divas.